the idea of having forces that are so powerful that we don't even know, like we wouldn't even begin to know how to face them. Um, I think that that has always been very unnerving to me. Um, and so that felt like a very natural villain to me, just because something that could very easily be those fears could be projected onto to kind of deal with that in time with Peter, the protagonist that has to deal with the demon the most through most of the story. Like he has to deal with his sense of being, his father's only son, and he's trans, so he didn't necessarily grow up as the son, so he feels that responsibility, but he still feels it in face of this impossible task, I guess he has, of dealing with this demon on his own. And it just, a lot of the times, it can, regardless of how you identify, I feel like we can all have demons and have situations that are larger than life, larger than any of us, that can be very scary and very daunting to deal with. But we still feel like we might have to deal with
Well,
it.
and
So
I
that
also feel like possibly like identity whenever you are in an area where you don't feel like you have an identity. When you're trying to figure it out, it can feel like the unknown because
absolutely,
you don't know exactly where, you stand with things. And then it's like, that's scary. I don't know who I am, and trying to figure it out is also scary. And it's big. It could be really big because there's so many different facets of identities out there.
absolutely, absolutely. And that's kind of, you said it really well, and I think that's why it felt like a natural choice of kind of the arena to stage these kind of stories.